Good afternoon. I'm Sarika. I'm from CustomerLabs. And I also want to introduce myself that I'm a first-party data ops expert. So quick question. Do you want, okay, what do I do with this? Okay, this one, right? Okay, okay, sure. So I will also like to introduce myself that I am a first-party data ops expert. So is anybody interested to know, okay, what a first-party data ops expert does? Or you directly want to know, hey, just tell me what solution that you give me. What is the problem that you want to solve? Do anybody want to know either of? Okay, nobody cares what Sarika does. I'm going to go for the problem that I solve. All right. So I'm quickly going to start with a statement. What if I say most of the marketers are stuck in 2020? I'll tell you why this statement is true and why you are going to agree with me at the end of the session. So most of you here, I guess you're all brand owners who really care about two primary business metrics. One is your profitability, and number two is your growth. Now, let's say your quarter goal is profitability. You're going to aim for the next 2 quarters to scale your business, and profitability is your goal. It's not just one metric and you do XYZ and you hit profitability, right? There are multiple key factors to hit profitability in your business. Number one, the primary dependent variables are like gross margin and ROAS. Now, let's say if your aim is to hit the higher gross margin, you have to maintain your COGS at a lower level. Now, how do you maintain your COGS at lower level? You have to find people who will buy products at full MRP or less discounted price. Only then you will maintain your COGS at the higher level. Number two, you cannot compromise on your ROAS, but no marketer can compromise on the ROAS ever. But when you're aiming at profitability, you cannot compromise on your ROAS. So how do we actually maintain the ROAS consistent? You cannot let your your AOV go down, and your cost per purchase has to be maintained. So these are all the optimization metrics to hit profitability for your quarter goal for the 3 months or 6 months or whatever. Similarly, for growth, if your team decides, okay, growth is what I'm going to focus, you definitely have to work on new customer acquisition. Let's say month on month, you're going to add, 10%, 50% customers. And now you cannot just leave them, right? You brought them to the funnel, and you have to increase the frequency of the buying. Let's say in every 30 days, twice you make them buy. Or every 60 days, you're making them buy twice. And then is the most difficult problem, retention. So anything like 45, 50% is a decent. So what is your growth rate now? 10% month on month, and the purchase frequency is twice, and your retention rate is 40 or 50%. Average, your growth rate is 150, okay, you are a decent business. Now these are the two business metrics that you focus on, and these are all the key metrics that you have to have in control to hit that goal. Now, let's take an example. Let's say I'm a brand and I'm going to call my performance marketing team. Hey guys, my goal is profitability for the next 3 months, and I don't want you to do multiple optimization in one quarter, which is not possible. So let's focus on 2 things. One, sell all the high value products. I want more high value products to be sold at controlled CPP. This is your target, go run. So this is a goal that I'm going to give to my performance marketing team. Now, I wanted to address another challenge, which I've heard from brands is inventory. You guys have multiple categories, but you always have 3, 4 hero products. But you cannot keep selling black shirt, or blue shirt, blue shirt. You have inventory 1, you have a 10% target. Inventory 2, you have 20% target. So you have to hit it all. You have to have a diverse buying history. Only then it's a decent business. But I'm not going to complicate my performance marketing team's target, all right? So the target remains the same. Sell me more high-value customers at control CPP. Finish. But what my performance marketing team, who's stuck in 2020, would do is they'll directly go to Facebook, start 25, 30 campaigns, and then write a detailed targeting saying people interested in this, people interested in that, people who's interested to read that. They'll do a detailed targeting to identify people who would be capable of buying high-value products. Unfortunately, Meta, the platform, or any ad platform at the moment, is not stuck in 2020. Meta is a fully evolved AI machine learning model, and it is primarily operating on first-party data signals. I'll come to that, what that is, but I'll also want to mention what Mark Zuckerberg itself, I think everybody know who that guy is. So he himself has mentioned, my goal is to get your business metric, whatever your business metric is, if it is ROAS, if it is selling just women products, whatever it is, you give me a goal and, of course, budget, and I will do the rest. So this is what Mark itself says, who is the founder of Meta. And we still write love letters to Meta. Hey, who is doing this, bring them. Who is doing that, bring them, all that. So now we understand Meta doesn't work that way. And that is the reason why I said your team, the performance marketers, most of the performance marketers are stuck in 2020. So now I'll explain what this 1P signal does and how this AI model works, right? So it predominantly works on what data you train the Meta with. For example, I want to sell more women watches, which is above 5,000. What I need to do for that is, of course, I should have women creatives. I cannot have men creatives and expect women to buy. So creatives, yes. Copies, yes. Formatting, yes, of course. And one important point is, I also have to train Meta with women who is buying watches above 5,000. Only then Meta will be able to figure out, oh, Sarika is capable of buying 5,000 and Hari is not capable of buying above 5,000. So only if I find more people like Sarika, Meta will be able to identify, okay, this person is capable of buying. Oh, this is what you mean by the data point that you give. So basically it means what you trained with, you get that. That's how the Meta algorithm is. So there's no point, we create 100 campaigns and the objective goal is just purchase. Why purchase even doesn't work is, it doesn't have a definition. So you send all the purchases that happens in your store. It has low-value customers. It has high-risk people who potentially returns your products. And there's some people who we don't want them to buy your products as well, right? So we had to define the purchasers, segregate who we want, and train the Meta. And of course, Meta will now understand, oh, this is what you mean. Okay, fine, I'll do it. So this is what I mean by you have to send first-party data signals to actually hit your business metrics. Now, the next, I'm going to address the elephant in the room right now here. Why I say did Shopify copy and why performance marketers still doing detailed targeting? One of the major reasons are performance marketers or brands are still relying on Shopify for providing data to your ad account. I absolutely love Shopify. We have a lot of customers from Shopify. But the problem is, Shopify is for building a website. And it is not built for performance marketers. So Shopify cannot send customized, advanced 1P signals to Meta to hit your business goals. So we all agree, everybody loves Shopify, but the point is you have to have a first-party data operations for your brand, for your business, so that you hit your business goals. So this is what is 1PD Ops is. This is why I say myself as I'm the world's best 1PD Ops expert as well. So anyways, whatever I said would have been maybe interesting, nice, or whatever, but you may think this is a theory, who cares what Sarika says, whatever. But I have a living proof who is Shubhronil. He is a founder of Right to Digital Agency and he handles multiple brands. And he is working with us for last 1 year or so, and he has helped Mnmlst scale his brand and also hit their business goals using 1PD Ops himself. So I think he will validate whatever I said worked for him. So I think I'll hand it off to Shubhro now.
Thanks, Sarika. I guess Sarika has already mentioned the importance of, first-party data and how to train the meta algorithm. However, I'll quickly take you through the slides that we have built and what's the first-party data strategy that we used for Mnmlst. But firstly, let's understand the challenges that we are facing. Quite a few Sarika has already mentioned. Like for a watch brand, we have multiple collections, both for men and women. And also these collections were across different price points. So what was important for us was horizontal scaling. We wanted the volume to kick in month on month, right? For us to actually scale. But that created a lot of challenge, specifically because we were running in the regular setup of Meta using Shopify CAPI. The second challenge was that we also wanted vertical scaling to happen, wherein we wanted to push the high OV products because that's the campaign that was giving us the maximum profitability. To set some context, we had one campaign for each of the collections, so not a lot of campaigns as suggested by Sarika. We were still doing it right, even before we onboarded CustomerLabs. We were using Advantage Plus audiences, not the interest-based audiences. Lastly, why wasn't it working? Because we clearly felt that there is audience cannibalization and product cannibalization that's happening. Why? So what I'm trying to say is that while I'm running an ad for my products that are in collection X to be sold, that's not what was happening at the end of the day. And of course, that resulted in our customer acquisition cost going up. And as a category, as a watch brand, we don't have really high repeat purchase rate. So we need to ensure that our first, the NCAC is really low, and so that we can have a high return on ad spend. So that's what, these were the challenges we started addressing. And the first thing that we did was that we got rid of standard purchase event. As explained by Sarika in the beginning, why it really doesn't work is that because you are using one purchase event, one standard purchase event across all your campaigns, wherein you are looking for Meta to answer your problem statement that I want high value customers to buy my high value products. But that's not going to happen. So what we really did, as you can see, these are all custom conversion events. We built these custom conversion events for all the respective campaigns that we are running. So for example, mid AOV men was for the mid AOV products. And also, we further segregated it wise men and women. So these are literally the current campaigns that are still running since last 8 months. No changes as such. They're still going they're still live. And we have been scaling since last 8 months. And as you can see, and then what we did, we further layered it with first party data, of course. And the proof is that the event match quality score is above 9. And what is an event match quality score? It basically tells you the quality of the flow of data that's coming back into the system, and for it's happening through CustomerLabs. And this is what trains your meta algorithm. If this score is above 9, and it has to be above 9, particularly for your purchase events. So for all of our custom conversion events, the score is above 9. Moving forward, this is the result from the first month of testing. As you can see, the campaigns that have been marked with CL against the ones without CL, we were able to reduce the CAC and also increase the ROAS. And let me tell you, these old campaigns, as I mentioned, these were broad campaigns. These were, Advantage Plus campaigns. And we had been running them for almost a year. We could beat the CAC and the ROAS in the first month itself. Lastly, this is kind of a performance distribution table. You remember when I started, we wanted the scaling to happen horizontally. We wanted the campaigns to actually drive the result for the products that we were selling. You can see in mid AOV men, almost 89% purchases came in from the mid AOV men products. And same thing for low AOV men, mid AOV women, and low AOV women. That's what we have achieved through first party data. Really helped us in both horizontal and vertical scaling. And there have been consistent ROAS since we have been using it since last 8 months or so. And lastly, yes, we have been able to achieve it that most of the campaigns are an AI model itself. They are learning on their own because we had set the custom conversion event as an objective for the Meta algorithm. Yeah, that's pretty much it from Mnmlst. Now over to Sarika.
I have a mic.
Oh, you have a mic, yeah.
I think we are running short of time now. So there are a lot of, like, if we give us another 30 minutes or so, I think we can keep talking what are the use cases that we are doing for the most of the brands that we are working for. But since I don't have time, yeah, no need. I think we are good. I think I promised the crew that I will not speak rubbish on the mic, and I think I did not. Number two, I think I gave some solutions to the problems that your team or you might be facing. So if you want to know more, we have a very small stall near the, here at the corner. So you can see me, the team, the founder is here, and the head of sales is here. All of us are there, and we'd love to have a chat with you to know your goals and how we can work together. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for the time, and I think we are good. Thank you.